The previous session, we talked about really being intentional on understanding how to make a decision on which networking events to attend, especially now that if you are starting a side hustle, you have a full-time job, and you already have a very busy personal schedule, and you want to start a side hustle, that means you have to really know how you should be using your time and your money and be able to channel the time and the limited resources that you have into networking events that you will be able to get a very good return on your investment of your time and your money. That's what we talked about in the last session. This session, I want to focus deeper into measuring the return on investment for every single type of investments that you do for your business. So now it's no longer just networking events, the return on investments of your time and your money for the networking events that you decide to invest your time and money into. I'm talking about business investment in general, okay? So the different type of business investments that you decide to put in for your business, how should we measure the return on investments? Now, the different types of investments that you can do for your business, the return on investments could be tangible and intangible, okay? And I'm going to break it down even further so that you have better clarity. So there will be investments such as the time and money that you put aside to attend networking events, like we talked about in the last episode, and also the time and money that you put aside by being a vendor in a trade show or attending a trade show. There are other different types of investments that you can make for your business, such as investing in a particular platform, such as a CRM, okay? The type of platform that you invest for your CRM, which I also mentioned in our last episode, is, for instance, Honeybook, Rock Paper Coin, Timeline Genius, that is going to facilitate your workflow better and also to appear more professional because you are able to generate a professional looking invoice, contract, proposal. And QuickBooks is also another investment that you should consider for your business. And there's also investments like an email system, okay, which is ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, Flowdesk, such as these are some of the companies that are commonly used to generate email campaigns, okay? And then there's also investments that are more labor involved, such as investing in a marketing manager or social media manager who is able to do all your social media for you because you don't have the time or you don't have the talent or the interest to want to do it yourself. Or you can invest in courses, right? Buying a digital course so that you learn something, maybe business fundamentals, investment in a book or a self-help book, investment in a mentor or a coaching program where you get a curriculum and also a hands-on help if they have live co-working session or Zoom calls like our coaching program. There's also let me think of what other investments. Investments in entertaining your potential clients, vendors, and venues for to do your regular networking sessions with them. So you will buy them treats or take them out for drinks, for lunch, for breakfast. those are investments as well. Okay. So you can see that different ways to spend money to invest your business marketing dollars to get different type of returns. So the type of returns could be immediate return, and it could be long-term return. That means it's not immediate. That means you need to work on it in order to see the long-term return on investment. There's also return on investments that are tangible and intangible. The tangible ones is you get the return on investments that immediately you see the money being returned back to you in terms of getting book clients, or intangible returns such as a shift in your mindset, such as knowledge gain. Okay, those are intangible. But if you use those intangible returns and take action, it will yield tangible returns, because now you can use those intangible returns such as your knowledge and the shift in mindset, and you take action, and then you go generate potential clients or leads, and then you close them, and then it becomes a tangible return because now you're getting paid. Okay, so you need to think about how should you be spending your money, number one, and number two, how should you measure your return on investments? And I think the next episode I'm going to do is how do we manage our business finance so that you can make these investments. Okay, so this episode we're going to talk about measuring the return on investments. So I'm working backwards. Okay, I'm working backwards so that you can see the return on investments, the type of investments that you need in your business at this time. And then the next episode, we're going to talk about business finance. So you know how much money to spend at what period of time in your business, your life cycle of your business. Okay. So today, let's talk about how to measure your return on investments. If I were to use my own business as an example, I think you can have a better reference to that. For M2 Hospitality, my event planning company, so the type of business that I do are Fortune 500 companies and also 7 to 9 figure coaches, right? 6 to 9 figure coaches, but most of my clients are 7 figure to 9 figure coaches that I do their ticketed in-person events, and also Fortune 500 corporations that I do their in-person events. So where do I get the leads? So I have to start thinking, how do I get the leads to get this type of business? And I get my leads through, a lot of them are through referral and through networking events. So referral will be like I establish very good relationship with venues who also cater to this type of clients, high-end venues, okay? So high-end hotels. So I have very good relationship. I make sure that I spend time to network with these service providers that my potential clients also use them in order to do a ticketed in-person events. So I make sure that I have good relationship with the sales manager, the events manager of these high-end venues so that they can refer me leads. So let's just use an example. If I were to invest in a particular hotel, let's just say the Ritz-Carlton, okay, or the Four Seasons, okay, I were to invest my time and my energy collaborating or networking with the sales team or the events team of this hotel in my area, then I will have to allocate a marketing budget, right? Where I can take them out for lunch, build a relationship with them, get to know the profile of the guest who goes to the hotel, and for them to get to know me better of the services that I can provide for their clients, okay? So I will have to allocate a marketing budget for that. On average, I allocate about $1,000, okay? $1,000 marketing budget, or depending on how often I want to do it. If I were to go out for lunch every week, okay? Lunch with 2 people plus myself, because I always try to have 2 people at one time from an organization, because if one quits, okay, and go to another organization, I still have one more contact in that organization. So I will take 2 people out for lunch plus myself. So on average, after tips, okay, after tax and service charge, come up to $75 to $100 a person. All right. So budget about $400 to $500 a month for that. Now, it's not that, like I entertain the same people, the same hotel every week. I will go for a 4 to 6 weeks rotation. Okay. So I will give it 3 to 6 months to evaluate the return on investment for this type of marketing investment, right? That means entertaining my clients. This is just one example, all right? So here, if let's say I entertain the sales manager and the events manager from the 4 seasons this week, all right, which is February, first week of February, the next time I'll see them will be 5 to 6 weeks later. So that will be in March, first or second week of March. So I will see them every 6 weeks. So I will give myself at least 3 to 4 times of investment. Okay, so each time is $100. So 4 times is $400. 5 times is $500. Let's just say 5 times. Okay, but I will start paying attention after the 3rd time, and then let's see whether is it worth going the 4th time, 5th time, and 6th time. Okay, so if I were to spend $100 for lunch, I better make sure that I receive leads or close a client that I can recoup the $100. But sometimes the leads do not come immediately. Fortunately for me, the sales manager and the events manager reciprocate very quickly. So I'm top of mind for them after the lunch, right? If they have a client who requires any form of services, regardless whether it's decor or on-site staffing, transportation, event planning, whatever, they will think of me first. So immediately, almost immediately, I get a lead, okay? I get a lead from these people that I entertain for lunch. So I have an immediate return on investment in a sense that I get the lead, not an actual return on investment in terms of dollars and cents. So I will start to track, okay? This hotel, I have spent $500 in a period of 3 or 4 months, all right? So I know I spent $500 on this hotel in a period of 3 to 4 months. I have to start tracking how many leads did I get from these hotels or these venues. And out of those leads, how many did I close? It is extremely important for me to know if did I actually get leads. If I don't get leads and spending $500 and I still don't get leads after being out with them 3 to 4 times, that's a problem. Okay, that's when you need to have a conversation with one of the people in the organization that you have a better relationship with and ask if they have relationship with other event planners or destination management companies that they will have to use them first. In fact, these are the questions that you need to ask from the get-go. Okay, then I will have to evaluate how many leads I get and how many did I close to actually calculate the return on investment if I should continue to pour time, energy, and money in entertaining this venue, okay, the sales and events team of this venue. If they have given me a good amount of leads and I don't close, then the problem is me. Then I have to start thinking, is it the right type of leads? Maybe it's not the right type of leads. Maybe I'm entertaining the wrong venue because the type of clients are super cheap and they cannot afford my services. So I need to switch my focus. And I actually made that mistake before, okay? I was building a relationship with a hotel that is more of a 3-star. And unfortunately, fortunately, I did get leads and I was able to close and recoup some. But I realized that the money that the return on investment that I got, even though it's positive, it's not a good use of my time and money. I might as well channel my time and money to another property that I have good quality leads and the return on investment is much bigger, okay, higher. So you need to track your numbers, all right, in terms of your return on investment, where you're spending your marketing dollars, and how much money are you getting back by doing that. So when I did the evaluation this way, I realized that, oh, I need to spend more time and money on this particular hotel or venue because they give me a lot of leads and good quality leads, and I'm able to close these leads fairly easy, and I have a big return on investment versus another property where I do get leads, but the leads are somehow 50% I can close, the other 50% are too cheap, and the return on investment is not that high that is worth my time and money to continue to invest in them. Okay, that's one example. If you decide to buy or invest in yourself and hire a coach, a business coach, all right? And I'm not talking about getting a certification on how to plan events or how to design events. A business coach, like our program, right? That I used to do a lot more. Now I only focus on one-on-one. So if you were to invest in a group program, okay, where you have a curriculum and you have co-working session, you have to ask yourself, okay, this is a $5,000 investment. This is a $10,000 investment. Like for myself, I invest in a business coach for 3 years consecutive. I spent over $100,000 in investing in business coach and wealth awareness coach and a sales coach, right? Like, so these are the money that I invest for my business to enrich myself with the knowledge and the right mindset to bring a huge trajectory for my business. So when I invest in a business coach and the curriculum, and if it's a $25,000 investment, which is how much it costs me, okay, because I pay in full, otherwise it's 30,000, then I have to ask myself, if I'm going to invest this amount of money, what am I going to get back in return? How can I make sure I get something back in return? Now, one thing that I do want to caution you is you cannot invest with a scarcity mindset to say that I invest this much money, I'm going to squeeze every single drop. You cannot do that, because when you do that, you're going in thinking that you have to squeeze every single thing. That means you are not going in with a mindset that, of course, you're going to get something back. All right. Just by being who you are, you're going to get something back. You don't have to make it to the point that you are going to squeeze every single drop of it, that if you don't get the results, you're going to feel that it's a waste of your money. You have to just immediately assume with the right mindset that, of course, you're going to get a return on investment, okay? Just by showing up and do the work. So for me, when I invest in that business coach for 3 years consecutively, I know that I'm going to get the knowledge, as in the business fundamental, how to read my numbers, how to build a funnel, how to write copies, okay, how to create attractive offers, how to sell, how to close, how to have the right mindset, educational base, okay, tangible things, curriculum, educational base, knowledge. That means those are intangible ROI, because it is not an immediate return of money, okay? So I enrich myself with the knowledge. I also am buying into a community of like-minded entrepreneurs whom we support one another and have the right mindset in building a business, knowing when to invest, knowing not to get dejected when I get a no, okay? So I have to build a right mindset in order to get my return on investment. So when I invest 5-6 figures in mentorship, I know deep inside me that I'm going to recoup the money. So I don't think that I'm going to lose the money. This is an investment. So I know that if I were to invest $30,000, I need to make sure that I use the knowledge, I show up for classes, I learn, I ask questions, and I implement. Okay? Very important. You must implement what you learn immediately. you cannot wait for the perfect moment to do everything right. That's why you are inside a mentorship program. If you do something wrong, people can guide you. People can catch your mistake immediately, and you can share your thoughts even before you implement and say, this is what I'm thinking. I'm learning this, and this is how I'm going to implement this. So tell me, am I doing it right? You're talking to people who has been through and done that. So you limit the chance of failure. Not to say that you will not fail, you will, but you'll fail cheaply and quickly and painlessly. Not as painful. You'll still be painful, but less painful. Okay, less painful. So when I do that, I immediately have an idea how to measure my return on investment. I start with zero knowledge. So the return on investment on the knowledge gain is through the roof. I already received my return on investment. I start with a mindset that okay, I'm going to just go and see how it works. But then I may not have the bulletproof mindset. I may not have the CEO mindset. So the CEO mindset that I gain is immediate. So I already got my return on investment. Those are intangible return on investment. And then I ask myself, okay, now I want the financial return on investment. How am I going to get that? I already gained the knowledge. I have already worked on my mindset. Okay, so now I need to implement. So better implement and then learn trial and error and get feedback from my coach, right? From the community. And I know the number, the number that you're going to give yourself is subjective. So for me, I want to recoup on my investment. I need to make sure that I get back $30,000, right? And beyond. And within a year, I got back $145,000. Okay, I spent $30,000, I got back $145,000. You tell me whether is that a good return on investment. Is it the same for every single person who's in the same program as me? Absolutely not. Because a lot sometimes don't show up. Sometimes they don't do the work. Sometimes they want to be a perfectionist. So they don't have that immediate return on investment. Okay? Or the type of return on investment. So you have to ask yourself, when you invest in a mentorship program, what is the financial return on investment that you want, which is at least to recoup? When I do a 12 months, when I do an exit call with any of the members who were inside my 12 months program, I give them milestones. I give them milestones to hit. Okay. They need, by the end of 12 months of the mentorship program, they need to be able to hit all these milestones so they can see that they have tangible results. And they need to be able to recoup on their investments. So they do not lose money. They were able to book events and get back the money that they invest in our mentorship program. Okay? And I do the same for my own investment with my business coach. These are the milestones I set for myself based on what I want to get back in return from the investment. So before I even invest, I already know what I want to learn, what I want to get back. So you need to have an idea. Okay, you need to have an idea what type of ROI you want, so you can set up the milestones, or your coach can set up the milestones for you. Okay, then you buy a course. Okay, you buy a course or you buy a book. Let's just say you buy a book. Okay, you buy my book, The Unstoppable Eventrepreneur. Teaches business fundamentals and practical marketing and sales strategies that you can implement immediately. You also talk about the mindset required, the mistakes to avoid, how to do things correctly, and how to avoid pitfalls, how to manage the roller coaster emotional rides. So this book is very comprehensive, okay? It talks about the skills, it talks about strategies, it talks about mindset, it talks about how to manage your emotions. So now, when you buy the book, right, the book is, I don't even remember, Amazon, $15, $17, depending on whether you want it hardcover or soft cover, okay, or paperback. Then you have to ask yourself, okay, I spent $17, okay? What is the ROI? Hopefully, you'll be able to learn. The intangible ROI will be the knowledge you're going to gain. So you learn more things. So that's the intangible ROI. And the next question is going to ask is, now I want to recoup back the $17 that I spent on the book. Okay? What did I learn from the book that I can implement immediately to create an offer and to sell? So that's how you measure your ROI. Let's talk about social media manager. Okay, you hire a social media manager. What is it that you want to achieve when you hire this person? You want to have more time for yourself because you've got no time to do it yourself. So you hire them. Your immediate return on investment is you don't have to do it yourself. You free up 5-6 hours a week. So that's your immediate return on investment. Okay, so you got a return on investment on your time. So now you don't have to spend 6 hours trying to create your social media for the month. All right, so you got a return on investment on that. Next, you can set up certain metrics or milestones. Okay, key measuring matrix. Okay, key performance index, KPIs for your social media manager. You can say that I want you, like when we create this post, you post on social media. And if you're hiring them to also do the engagement, then you have to tell them in a month, I want to increase my followers by 20, 30 people. That's exactly what I did when I first started M2 Hospital, Events for Anyone, my coaching business. Okay, I hired a social media person to be able to do outreach to my potential clients to buy our coaching program. And I gave her a target. I need to see a 10 followers increase every week. Okay. And that is the thing. That's the goal that she needs to reach. So if she doesn't get 10 this week, next week she has to get 10 plus whatever she didn't get this week. So if she only got 5 this week, next week she has 15 she need to hit, right? And assuming that I'm giving her the content and she does the graphic nice, right? So you still have to do your own content because it's your voice. You're marketing your brand. So she will do everything nice for you and she will do the graphics. She will write the captions and then you can review. Okay. That saves you the time from doing all the other things. So from that point, I will evaluate at the end of the month, did she get my return on investment of 40 new followers? Okay. Did she get a return of 40 new followers? Same thing if you decide to hire a salesperson. How many sales calls did they make? How many sales calls did they book? How many sales did they close? If your salary for the salesperson is $5,000 a month or $2,000 a month, you need to make sure that they book the amount of business for that month that is able to cover their salary. This is how you measure the return on investment. If you invest in a software, HoneyBook, ActiveCampaign, Flowdesk, just to name a few, okay? Then it saves you time, right? This is the intangible return on investment and it's not dollars and cents. It saves you time. It boosts your confidence because you're appearing more professional. It also gives a more professional appearance so your client perceives you differently. All these are intangible return on investment. So if you are investing in HoneyBook or Rock Paper Coin or Timeline Genius, to name a few, then you're investing $40, $50 a month. Now, how is this $40 to $50? Number one, save you money, okay? Because now you have a template already, and everything is automated in a sense, right? You create a proposal, it goes straight to contract, it goes straight to invoice, right? And then it even does the reminder for you and collect payment. So it saves you time. So you have to start tracking. If you don't have this software, you are going to spend how much of your time to do everything manually, assuming it takes you 1 hour to do it manually. If you were to use the software, you only need 15 minutes. Then it saves you 45 minutes every single time. So time is money. So when you evaluate your return on investment, you have to ask yourself, which one are the intangible return on investment? Which one are the tangible return on investment? Which one are the immediate return on investment? Which one will take time to calculate and evaluate the return on investment? That's how you, as a CEO of your business, will make clearer decision on where to spend your money, when to spend my money, and how to calculate how much you have received in order to justify if you should continue to invest in that one marketing activity. Okay. This is a heavy topic, but this is high-level CEO thinking when it comes to evaluating your return on investment, where you should be spending your money, how you should be spending your money, and when you should be spending the money. Okay? All right? Hopefully this gives you some insight on now we're still, in early February. You still have 10 months to decide how to grow your business. And hopefully this episode comes in timely enough for you to draft out your marketing plan if you did not take the time to do it last year, because your marketing plan should be done last quarter of last year. Then listen to this and start drafting. Okay? Okay. So now I'm going to have a call to action for you. For very small return, very small investment, okay, which is our 24 course bundle, right? 24 course for $24, which is what we call the business kickstart bundle. It covers everything, okay? Pricing, sales, marketing, mindset, productivity. So you're able to utilize this business kickstart toolkit to basically launch or to rebrand and refine your existing pricing, existing marketing, existing sales plan. And your investment is $24. I will tell you from the get-go that if you consume this course, it's 7.5 hours that you can get it done in a day, okay? It has videos, it has templates. So your return on investment, your intangible return on investment, which is your knowledge gain, will already pay tenfold. All right? Because whatever I give it to you, people are charging a lot more in the industry. And you're getting it for $24. You will already get your return on investment back. And if you implement what I teach inside the 24 course bundle, your business kickstart bundle, you will definitely get back the $24. So make sure you go to the show notes to check it out. Okay? All right. So I look forward to speaking with you next week, where we're going to talk about Business Finance 101. Hopefully, you've enjoyed today's episode. Make sure that you share it with other like-minded entrepreneurs, regardless whether they're in the events field. If you're listening to it on a podcast, give me a rating, give me a review. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share with your other business owners or budding business owners. Hopefully, I'm able to help them along in their entrepreneurship journey. Thank you, everybody. Talk to you again next week.